Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Viking Point oh. To start things off, we're going to go to Juan with the new teacher interview.
Hi, I'm Juan, and I'm here with Mr. Pice. Mr. Pice, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
You're the new Lakeview teacher, right?
That's right.
Alright, so what kind of class activities are you teaching your students?
Well, we just finished up in the 7th grade doing a project about Eastern European countries, and we created posters that the students presented talking about their cultures and the government and the religion about that is a part of those countries. In the 8th grade, we just finished up also with a project researching the Revolutionary War battles, and they actually presented those battles in like a map walkthrough of each battle in class.
Good. What made you want to teach Lakeview?
I think what really got me about Lakeview is that it's just a small town type of feel here in the school, and everybody, really is supportive of everybody else, and I just like the family atmosphere that Lakeview has.
Name some of your previous job before you started teaching Lakeview.
So actually this is my first teaching job, and I have a little bit of experience teaching as far as student teaching before this, but previous jobs I used to work for a counseling agency in Omaha where I did in-home counseling for like a social work program, and I did that for a little over 4 or 5 months, and that's really, other than college, my only other job.
Nice, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Juan.
And now let's follow Logan as she went along the FCS field trip.
Hi, I'm with Mrs. Potovic from Family Consumer Science. Where did you go for the field trip?
Well, we went to the University of Nebraska at Lincoln, and we toured the city campus and the east campus. We got a walking tour of the city campus, and then we went to the College of Education and Human Sciences, and the students learned all about the different majors within that college, and they found out there's a lot of different majors just within that one college. After that, we went to East Campus and ate lunch at the City Union, and then we ended our trip with a tour of the Food Science Department, and we had ice cream from the dairy store where they make all their own ice cream right on the spot, which is pretty cool.
Who all attended?
Well, I took my general FCS class, which is sophomores and freshmen, and then I also took my foods and nutrition kids, who are seniors and sophomores. And then I took my housing and design kids, who are juniors and seniors.
What was the purpose of the field trip?
I like to take my students to a college campus because, first of all, some students have never been on a college campus, and so it's their first experience to actually see what life could be like after high school. Also, that's where I graduated from, and I got a really good degree from the University of Nebraska at Lincoln, and so I wanted my students to kind of see what kind of education there is at UNL, and it's kind of cool for them to see the home of the Husker football and what college life could be at a big college setting.
Do you think the students will use what they learned on the field trip?
Definitely. I think when we were done with the trip, a lot of students' eyes were wide open because they realized that there's a lot of choices and a lot of decisions that you need to make once you graduate from Lakeview. And if you don't experience it early in your high school career, it's kind of a culture shock when you're a senior and you're like, start freaking out and thinking, I wish someone would have told me a lot earlier than now. So I think the earlier to get on campus, the better, so that students start thinking about what I need to be doing in high school from freshman year all the way up to senior to get to that spot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Logan.
Now let's go see what the Viking Times have been up to lately. Alright, so I'm here with Miss Wallenberg about the Dream Board project. So Miss Wallenberg, what's the purpose of the Dream Board project?
The purpose of the Dream Board project was to bring more awareness about each other, to help develop empathy and understanding, just to realize that all students have different ideas and dreams that they want in the future.
How did your homeroom feel about making the project?
Honestly, to begin with, they were a little tentative. They weren't too excited, but once they really got into it and started exploring some of their ideas, and especially when we shared them, they really enjoyed hearing from each other.
Would you want to do another project like this again?
I think it's a good thing to just, again, build that empathy and learn about each other and hopefully prevent some meanness that can go around.
All right.
I think it's a good idea.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for tuning into this week's episode, and like always, we'll see you next week. Is it off yet?